Welcome back to Just Two Random Guys Talking Hoops. The podcast powered by Home for Hoops. You know them, you love them. From their studio in downtown Chicago, here are your Hoop Fanatic hosts, Michael DeYoung and Drew Collins.
Welcome back, guys, to Just Two Random Guys Talking Hoops. It's Mike and Drew today.
Yes, sir.
Hope y'all are doing well. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We got a couple things to talk about. Obviously, this time of year, it's a little dead, so there's not as much news going on, but, you know, we always got content for you guys. So
Very dead. Very dead.
Yeah. But let's get right into it. So, obviously, just a couple days ago, Steph Curry had just signed an extension, a 1 year, $62 million deal. What are your thoughts on that?
With the Warriors.
With the Warriors. Let's make that very clear. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's good. I think it gives the team a lot of opportunities going forward if Steph does want to leave after that 1 year. Because as we saw in the Olympics, he's still so dominant, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I think gives Steph a lot of flexibility too with what he wants to do. If he wants to go for like a graceful exit in a way, right, where he gets his last season with the Warriors, right, and then you kind of get your farewell tour there. Mm-hmm. If he wants to go team up with Bron in LA,
He is keep in mind he's 36 right now. So it's a 1 year. Extension, or not extension, but
he's 36 and he's still just he's still hooping like that. I think it's gonna be very sad in the years to come here when we see some of these greats start to fall off a cliff, bro.
Especially our generation, people around our age, growing up watching these guys and how great they were. And with anybody, I think you kind of take for granted how good some of these guys are.
Watching KD and Bron and Curry not drop 20 a game is gonna be weird.
Yeah,
even Chris Paul, it was weird.
And just to see them how Carmelo is now, you see him just sitting on the sideline at some of these NBA games, and you're kind of sitting there
clapping his hands.
Yeah, and you're like, whoa, wait, why is he not out there? It feels weird.
100%.
So I don't know. That could be his potential last year. How old? 26.
We'll see.
The 26,
They're
27
just not going to be very good again.
So you'd be at 39, 40, approaching that 40-year-old mark. So the good thing with Curry, though, is the way he plays, he's not a vertical guy. He's just running around. He's just cardio.
It's just the cardio. I feel with his legs. He has bad ankles, too.
Yes.
Have you seen his new TV show? He talks about that,
Yeah, that's a good TV show, too.
We watched an episode. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Go check it out. It's definitely worth the watch. But, yeah, I think with Curry, it's just, how much do you really love? How much more do you have to give to the game when you're 39, 40 years old?
Yeah, he's already so goated.
Yeah, and where are the Warriors at then? Are they still if they're still competing for championships? If he got another ring,
I don't think they are. I think they're done.
I think they're done too. But
that's
I'm
what
just
I
saying
said when they won it a few years ago. So
that's what everyone thought. The dynasty was over, and then
Steph said, "Hold my beer."
He said, "Hold my beer." I'm gonna take you guys on a ride real quick.
Nice.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens with Curry and all that. But I thought that was pretty interesting. He's only only 62 mil. Nothing too crazy.
That's why for guys like us, you see the number.
Hey, we hope when you guys watch this, his number has gone up
to 100 at least. Yeah. We want road to 100.
Road to 100 right now. Yeah. Just 100 subscribers, and then we're just gonna kind of
make that 62 mil too.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, one day, right? One day. But there was also a couple more NBA headlines that came around the league. So there was T.J. McConnell, 4 years.
The GOAT.
Oh, yeah.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
We love T.J. over here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
A channel. It went away.
I got it.
Hey, but T.J. McConnell, though, in all seriousness, T.J. McConnell, he's a hooper, dude. I went and saw a Bucks game where they were playing the Pacers over Christmas with my pops, and we were quite a few rows up. You could still hear him talking stuff to the Bucks players. He was talking to Chris Middleton. He's like, "You're trash," and I think he dropped 20 and 10 that game.
You want to talk about a guy that has good mid range? That dude, his mid range pull up where he
his cardio.
He jumps so high. I'm like, damn.
You brought up his cardio thing before.
So there was. I think the Pacers did a conditioning test. You down backs. It might have been the Pacer test they call it, which will kind of fits the name. Kind of fits the name. But I don't know if you guys did that in back in like middle school.
Oh, yeah. It was a grind.
Where
There's always one kid showing off and doing them too
he's
quick.
He's drenched, sweating.
Over here,
Like, oh my gosh, get this guy. But so he won that cardio test, and everyone was talking about how great and how good in shape he is. And it's not like he's playing like 40 minutes a night.
I think they got him for a steal. I think he should have
He's
got more bread somewhere. Like,
no,
he's getting old, but he's a dog.
He's a pest, bro, out there. He's a pest. Now,
he does it all. He's short.
The only thing I guess you could hold against him is he can't shoot the 3-ball well. He's a liability from 3.
You don't really
Guys kind of
that, though,
that's not really his role, but defenders will sit more in the paint.
Yeah.
So I guess
and
that's
like
only knock on him.
Yeah, he's only 6 foot tall too. You got to think about boards and stuff. He's just so quick. Like seeing him in person get down the court, I was like, wow.
No, he's quick. Yeah. No, he
played at Arizona for college ball, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
That's real ball knowledge.
Oh yeah. No,
y'all are debating in the comments between me and Mike who has more ball knowledge. Stop playing. Like, come on.
This guy.
You didn't know that.
This guy. Yes, I do. Yes. They were cold, and then they had that rough stretch once, their coach left, and then now
that whole thing happened.
Yeah. But, I mean, now guys get paid, and it's like, oh,
I know. Like, TJ McConnell's making what, like, NBA All-Stars made 10 years ago.
No,
crazy.
yeah. Like, it's like, no offense to TJ McConnell, but it's like.
Oh, he can hoop.
He can hoop, but it's like the All-Stars, what they get now, like Curry, I mean, obviously.
Wemby's going to get like $1 billion contract, I swear he is.
His second, not his first contract, his second contract he's going to get.
It's going to be like literally a bill, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's going to be like 10. He signs like a 5-year, billion dollar
contract.
Only $200 million.
Taxes, yeah.
Still coming out of there with $100 million. No big deal.
He'll be all right.
That's crazy.
He'll be all right.
All right, then there's one more piece of NBA news that we saw this morning, actually. So Evan Fournier, obviously you guys watch the Olympics.
Evan Fournier.
Yeah, that's how dead it is right now. It's the dry season.
We need that
to
come back. We're talking about Evan Fournier in the pod.
Yes. But, he just played for France. Obviously, they took silver because of USA, We're like that. But, so he's going to Europe. He's signed a 2-year, $4 million deal.
Yep.
I think, what are your thoughts on kind of, I don't know, guys going overseas? Like Patrick.
I'm getting a water. Just you carry on.
Okay, got you. So my thoughts on the guys going overseas is I think some of these NBA role players, you're getting about the same money because a lot of guys are on league minimums right now, and obviously Evan Fournier being from France, that might push him to want to go over there if he can make kind of similar money. And those guys can also be the guys on their teams. If you're
it's like Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
Except he had 0 points in their opener. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
But Evan Fournier, you're you got a bigger role on the team. You're one of the best players on the team because obviously
you're the guy.
Yeah. So all the guys are looking at you like, oh, you're more of a leader. You take a bigger responsibility. I can understand why maybe some guys would want to do that, but me personally, I obviously didn't grow up in Europe. I'm staying in the league as long as I can. I could probably go to Europe a little later and get a paycheck.
On some real stuff, we're not in the league, so maybe we don't see the wear and tear of traveling and all that, but it seems like the life, man.
Yeah.
It really does.
No, it does. It does. I think with any job you do, anything that you think would be really fun, everything's going to have a grind to it, right? So I think, I think so. It's one of those things like, okay, what are you going to enjoy the most? And, if Evan Fournier thinks that, going back to Europe, it's more comfortable, he's going to have a bigger role, he's going to enjoy it more. And
props to him.
Yeah, and understanding there's still going to be a big grind to it, totally respect it.
And also, some people I see online talking about, the money side of it.
Yeah.
I feel like once you get all those mills, it's kind of like you're just in a certain tax bracket where it's like, how much more do you really need for your family to be living a certain life, right?
Exactly.
You can make $10 million more, but 5 of it's going to go to tax, and you got 5, which is a lot, but you already got all your investments, you're set. Unless you're really chasing that Mark Cuban $1 billion lifestyle, you really don't.
Well, and I think with some of the guys too. I mean, you see it in the NFL, the NBA. You see guys. You make this money, but if you don't handle it responsibly, and a year or two out of the league,
it's gone.
That's why I think I don't think this is with every situation, but you see some guys that maybe they should have retired 2-3 years ago, but they're like, damn, I really gotta keep the bills coming. They realize, wow, I need to take care of.
That's why you gotta
handle my
hire
money
a
a lot
financial
better.
planner. Someone like that.
When you have that
Make
much
sure
money,
you're straight, yeah.
make sure you have a little invested. You're, still growing, even though, you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Finance, yeah.
Yeah,
you know, you can.
You gotta make sure you're putting your money in a smart spot. You're not just buying a Lamborghini and it's like, damn, like that was half the paycheck. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got filled up with expensive gas.
Yeah, don't live the lifestyle that LeBron James lives. If you're like
you
on a
know,
league
LeBron
minimum.
James, yeah, it's like you gotta become LeBron before you can live like LeBron.
Yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
Ooh,
it's a bar.
bar.
It's a bar.
And like even when you get the Lamborghini, the insurance on that Lamborghini.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's like
and
another
that's,
Lamborghini. It's like it's expensive,
and it's like that's a depreciation asset.
Ooh.
Depreciating asset.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
Okay, word. Okay.
So
you wanna,
that's not.
You want to explain to the people that might not know what that is? What it is?
Yeah. So basically, anything you buy, so like a car, for instance, that's an asset. Well, with cars, the wear and tear on them, especially if you get a fancy car, and let's say you're living in Chicago, you're gonna drive a Lamborghini, like a $500,000. Yeah, like you're gonna drive it in the winter. No, so what? Like, you know what I mean? That's not benefiting you. You're better off spending that money.
They say your car, they say your car goes down like 30% when you drive it off the lot.
Yeah,
like value wise. Like,
I'm not gonna like Chicago. Like they have some good roads as far as like the highways and everything, but like some roads in the city, man. I mean, you guys know if you live in a city.
If you're from
oh my
Chicago,
god, the potholes! Yeah. Oh no,
hey, our downtown studio apartment has some nice spots. Like we should really invest in one of those cars. If this number goes up, we could. Just saying. I'm not saying they should press it, but like they could. Like,
no, subscribe. We upload YouTube videos as well. Yeah. So
we branching out.
Yeah, we're branching out. We're trying to create as much content as possible for you guys.
It's just like. We're just getting tired. We might have to start hiring security. Like, we went to the Bean today, and it was just taking all those pictures, bro. It's just a lot, And we're not even, like, mainstream yet, Mm-hmm. It's just like, come on, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's get into now. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Oh, that was the Instagram.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. I think that was a Yankee highlight.
Nice.
You
don't want to play it? Are you sure?
I mean, we can look.
No, it's all good. What were you going to say? Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, we're good. All right. Anyways, so now I saw this on Bleacher Report. I thought this was pretty interesting. So obviously, the Bulls and the Suns have overpaid stars.
No, stop.
Yeah. In case you guys didn't know, so the Bleacher Report, they came up with some trade ideas. All right. Ooh. So I'm gonna read them out, and then we're gonna see kind of what you guys think. Is this a good deal, bad deal?
I like that.
Does it benefit one team than compared to the other?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got here. So this is a 3 trade. Okay. Here's the framework for a 3-team trade. Okay. Here we go. So we got the Los Angeles Clippers. So in this deal, they would receive Bradley Beal, 2031 first-round pick. A 2025 second-round pick, and then a 2028 second-round pick via the Chicago Bulls. Okay? I'm getting to it. Now we got the San Antonio Spurs. They would receive Zach LaVine, a 2029 first-round pick, unprotected from the Chicago Bulls. Who knows where that first-round pick could be then.
Facts.
And then the Phoenix Suns would get shooting guard Norman Powell. And then they would get forward/center Zach Collins, and then they would also get PJ Tucker. Again, that's some good role players for them.
Thanks.
And then the Bulls would receive Keldon Johnson, Terrence Mann, Bones Highland, and Amir Coffey.
Bones Highland's a sleeper.
Yes.
I've been saying that. Someone needs to give Bones Highland a starting job.
So what do we think of this deal right here? Personally, I think for the Suns, this would be perfect. You get rid of Bradley Beal. I don't think it's really just working with the Suns. I think also it clears up the salary cap, and you also get better role players around Devin Booker and Kevin Durant.
It's such a dry season trade.
No, it is. But to be honest, these are. Let's fix that real quick. Whoa! Oh, it's.
God, this episode's a banger.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. We back.
And so I think this helps the Clippers out. Obviously, they get Bradley Beal, but
I'm not sure it helps the Clippers.
They get a lot of picks out of it
Bradley Beal.
No,
Who
but
wants Bradley Beal right now? Bradley Beal can walk into Milwaukee front office and I'm turning him away.
But I mean, the Clippers just lost Paul George. I mean, I think if Bradley Beal fits the Clippers
a little better
than the Suns.
Yeah, the Suns is such a bad.
The Suns are just so top heavy. It just doesn't work because they have no role players to fit those complementary pieces.
You saw that with the Brooklyn team. You can't just have superstars. You need some pieces like T.J. McConnell, Drew Collins, some hoopers, come off the bench and get you some buckets.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think. I don't know, the Spurs getting Zach LaVine and unprotected for. I think that's huge. That would be huge.
That's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna go through though.
No, I'm just this is made up scenario.
No, but if it did,
yeah. I think, and they also you don't know where the Bulls are gonna be in 2029. Like the way the Bulls are going,
probably sell the team back.
Exactly, and that could be a top 5 pick.
They might just relocate.
Yeah, at this point. And then, the Suns, they get good role players. Like, Norman Powell's he's one of the top role players, I think, in the league.
Yeah, underappreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he gets paid for it.
And then P.J. Tucker, they have the hard-nosed guy that's just...
P.J. Tucker. P.J. Tucker's still in the league. Bro, I should be in the league.
Okay, all right.
P.J. Tucker's still in the league.
But you can't defend anybody.
He's like, bro.
Not at that level.
I would... If this was a YouTube video, I'd insert a clip of me just, cookies. Block.
He said cookies, glass.
Too easy.
And then the Bulls, I don't really know if I like the...
I don't really like that for the Bulls at all. That's the problem.
I think that for the Spurs, and then I think the Phoenix Suns, I think those are the two big winners here.
I'd be sick if the Spurs made the playoffs next year.
Just
from Wemby just carrying them, that'd be sick.
Yeah, for sure. So I think those are the two winners in that. So let's see, what else do we got here? So we got, let's see, okay. Zach.
This just looks like a sick channel back here.
What, this?
These guys, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That guy on the right's devilishly handsome.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much hair, though. I wish it would grow out.
Yeah.
Goodness,
I don't know. Yeah, this trade idea, I don't know if I'm feeling it, bro. I don't know if Bleacher Report hit on this one.
I think the Bucks need to just go out and get Wemby. Him and Giannis, championship. Yeah. Let's get rid of Dame.
So who do we give them?
Dame.
Wait, okay, so let's no, I got a question for you.
Trade that would never go through.
Who, so if you're the Spurs, if someone was like, I'll trade you this and that, would you, anything in the league, would you take it and trade Wemby?
No. Because even the stars, like Curry, LeBron, they're old.
What if they're like Nikola Jokic for Victor Wembanyama? Or like they were like, we'll give you Jokic and Jamal. Or something. Like, I'm just thinking
if we're going absurd trades.
Yeah, they're like, that's what I'm saying.
They're like, we'll give you Anthony Edwards and Cat for him. Yeah. Right?
You would do it?
Yeah. Those are two young stars for one. Like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't just trade him regardless.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's Victor.
Because I think the upside's so crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, he's already going to win Defensive Player of the Year for the next 10 years, so we might as well just strap in for that.
Yeah, no. I mean, because the thing is, Rudy Gobert's gotten a lot of hate for his 4 Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he also coughed on his mics, and he literally started, the COVID spread. So, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan either.
No, but I'm saying, he's when Victor can guard someone on the ball. That's what I'm saying. He can slide his feet. It'd be a legit,
that picture of Curry shooting over him.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was pretty crazy. That's a good pitch.
Dope, yeah.
There's a lot of iconic Curry pictures.
No, it just makes you realize how long Victor is. Night.
No, Victor, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, when he's out there, it's the paint's just not even you can't even go in there because it's he can just come out of nowhere. You just
minkaboo,
minkaboo, boom, give me that. No, exactly. So it's
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's.
I don't think he's tradable. I think he's just off limits.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless he requested it.
Unless
he wanted out.
Yeah, but he loved that.
James Harden.
His ideal destination was the Spurs because of France with Tony Parker and the connection.
And Coach Pop.
Yeah. It's a good organization.
He's gonna develop. Yeah.
It's not like he went to some bogus or that has
the Hornets.
That's what I'm saying. If you went to he's in a good organization, a good coach that's at least going to be around for a couple more years.
If he had to do
he's going to set the
groundwork
groundwork
on the Bucks, I'd probably quit. Speaking of which, if we're going to transition to the Bucks, we need to fire Doc Rivers.
So
I don't like that move. Anybody else? He's cursed. He can't win. I know Bud's gone. You know, like, hire anybody else. Greg Gard at this point. Like, just get somebody in there.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you agree as a Bucks fan, but I'm just...
No. We'll see what happens. It's year 2. Now they had a whole offseason together. Now we actually know that we have a coach and we're not going to actually fire him. At least, unless we go on, I mean, the
expectation with Damian Lillard is we're supposed to win the thing next year.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
Well, that's, yeah.
So when we don't win, we should fire Doc Rivers. And if we win it, I will look at this clip and I will say.
So if they got to the finals and lost, would you fire him?
No, because that proved you could get to the finals.
Okay.
If you get to the conference finals and you lose, yeah.
Okay.
Expectations, you can beat Boston with this team. Which is hilarious because we have no defense.
I think we have better role players this year. We definitely have better role players.
Yeah, we do.
Like
we'll be better. We'll be better. As we always say we are, and then we just never.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's just not have a key injury that just ruins the season.
Or like 3 injuries.
Well, that too.
Let's not let the Pacers beat us in round 1.
Well,
Goodness,
it's because we had Hobley and Chris Middleton and nobody else out there.
Sick is if the Pacers had gone to the final.
That would have been
dope.
Hey, then you
without Tyrese was like sitting on the bench for half that series too.
If we're gonna talk about that series, you want to talk about like the Pacers could have won at least 2 games. That could have won 6.
Yeah, that would have been entertaining.
I'm not saying
like any of it could have been like it was like a boring playoffs last year.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, it was because some of the big teams, like everyone was expecting, like Bucks, like
Lakers,
even they wanted the Bucks, Celtics. You know, you want like the star, like the league wants that too.
You want the 2 best teams to be there, and in my opinion, we're the second best team now in our conference. Behind the Celtics, which pains me to say, dude, the Celtics are so good.
The Knicks are pretty good.
If I wanted to make a lot of money, and this is not financial advice, I'd take out a huge loan and put it all on the Celtics to win the title next year.
I wouldn't do that.
Are you kidding me? That's such a lie.
I still don't trust the Celtics.
Really?
No. Because you got to think, if Kristaps doesn't play, like, the Knicks are so much better this year. And let's say... I'm not going to sit here and say Philly's going to be healthy because that's probably a ridiculous statement the way Joel Embiid is. Yeah. And they got Paul George who's never healthy either. But if, let's just say, for some reason they're healthy, they don't really got a matchup for Embiid, especially if Kristaps is hurt. Like, imagine Kristaps is hurt and then you're going up against the Celtics and you're like, who's going to go?
Joey Hauser. Sick kid.
Sam Hauser.
Oh, it's Sam. Oh,
Joey. The younger brother is Joey.
Joey in the league yet?
Not that I know.
I'll get Joey.
Nah, but his brother just got a bag, so.
His brother did get a bag. That's so frustrating.
I don't know where the Celtics got all that money. Like, real talk.
Probably the casino next to the stadium.
Like, where did they get all that money? Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, you paid Drew Holiday, you paid Jason Tatum, you paid Jaylen Brown, with that contract. Like, okay, and then you're like, oh, yeah, we're going to pay Derek White, we're going to do that. I'm like, so, like, is there not a salary cap here? Like, how are we doing that? Like,
Milwaukee, we're very strict. We paid Damian Lillard to just come over and sit out in playoffs.
Mm-hmm. No,
that sucked, dude. We're winning this year, though. No Dame slander. Yeah. We love Dame.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to you got a good basketball story? I got a couple. But
you can go. You can roll. Yeah, let's hear yours. Yeah, we've done one of mine. We've heard the Eagle story in episode 1. Woo, fly, Eagle, fly. The assistant Billy came over. My dad did, and he brought that up. He did the same thing. He did Drew. Remember?
That's crazy because he wasn't even in high school. I know.
I was like, oh, you heard about that? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Drew left his mark at Memorial.
Best 3-point shooter that ever stepped in that building. Hey, I'm tied for the single game 3-point record.
You are, what is that,
that
7?
one 6? Yeah.
6?
Because that one game when nobody was there, we played a shit at school. I hit 6, and I was like, dang, I should have saved that for a better game.
Wait, isn't it Wesley that has?
Yeah, it's just me and Wes.
Wow.
Just two greats.
What an elite company.
Yeah. No, it's literally just two of the best ever step foot, just at the top of that one record. Yeah, but yeah, let's hear your story, Mike. Get it rolling here.
All right. Well, here we'll start off with freshman year. So I'm at a different
time with Mike.
So I'm at a different. So I'm at my suburb school. This is before I went to high school with him when I transferred in my junior year.
Mike went to the rich kid school.
Nah.
Kind of.
I mean, there's another one.
Oh yeah, there's a few.
There's a few. I would say the other, like, I don't know. We're not gonna bring up towns. I'll leave them out of it.
All right.
But so basically, the school that I went to before that, let's just say, we have our tryouts, whatever. We have a bunch of kids. So, and keep in mind that no one gets moved up. Like this school wouldn't move anybody up for whatever reason.
You could have been LeBron James, like freshman. You stayed on that freshman team.
Yeah, they didn't move. Our JV team that year was awful. Like they were just awful. So it like we were all like, okay, like our class was a lot better, but whatever. It doesn't matter. So they split up the teams and they low-key stacked like one of our teams, right? And and then the other team was all right. And our first game of the year is actually against the high school that I went to, the city school that I went to.
608.
Yeah. So we walk in and so
it was there. It was
no, we were playing at Middleton. I'll just say.
Oh, okay.
Middleton. So Memorial comes and they're playing and so this is when Ugo, Alvin, they come in with a huge speaker. And, like, they're, like, 6'5", 6'4", and we're just walking in. And, like, I'm, like, warming up. I'm like, oh, what's the music? I'm like, oh, it's a good, like, song. Like, whatever. But they're, like, bumping music and stuff. And, you know, like, I'm, like, looking. So I look. I'm like, oh. This is fun. But I look at my teammates, and they're, like.
They're about to get smoked.
Everyone's looking. They're, like. And then my coach was a fiery coach. Like, he was just, like. No, we're
just
not.
Like you for real.
Yeah, definitely. No, but he was like super like he got us in the huddle. He's like, yeah, guys, like, you know, like
no one expects us to win this game.
No, not even that. He comes in and he's just pissed. He's like, yeah, they walk in here like they own this, yada yada yada, and like everyone, like I'm looking at everyone's face and like, yeah, like they like I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. I'm like, this is gonna be bad. So, whatever. We start the game and. So they ran it. It was like a 1-3-1, but it was like a lower. And then they ran a little bit of a 2-3 and just pressing, bro. I swear they got every rebound. Ugo's just boom, boom, leg. Ugo just 3, Alvin bucket. Like it's like oh my.
God. Smoked?
No, so we're still we're still in this game, right? Yeah. We're all looking at each other like, yeah, okay. We're like, we're all right. So we get to the end of the game, right? And anyone that knows who Ugo is, hilarious dude. This guy, I'm telling you, we're up 3, right? Yeah. And this dude he's at the volleyball line, sized. Like, it was like, we're sitting there, we're like, all right, well, he's not making that. He hits that, all net, we're like, oh my, Ugo's got like 41 at this point. Like, we're like, Alvin's got 25. They had a little point guard. Bro had like another 25. Like, they're just carrying him, right? And we're like, oh my gosh. We're like, yeah, there's no way. Like, this guy, like, whatever he does, it's just going to go in. And keep in mind, our biggest guy was like, 6'2", and it's just a scrawny little we got no size at all. So we're just getting like they shoot it, layup. It's like unless it's a long rebound, we're not getting it. Like it's not. Yeah. So we get the ball right, and so we got like 5 seconds. So they pass it in. I pass it over to the other side of the court because they're like pressing us a little bit because they're just trying to get a steal. And then, so my teammate passes it back to me. I see my teammate wide open at the end of the, like, right, it's probably just below the free throw line. and I toss it. Like, without even looking, I just throw it. And then I see Ugo. He's sprinting.
Oh, no.
I'm like,
oh, the game.
I'm like, he's gonna take. I'm like, he's gonna steal this, and he's gonna shoot like a half-court shot. It's gonna go in. Like, I'm like, if he gets the ball, it's gonna go in. Like, it's just, when you play that player and it's like he just doesn't miss. It's like, whatever he does, he's having one of those games. It's like, it's just gonna go in.
That's real.
So I throw it right. So I throw the pass and I see him coming. I'm like, he's stealing it. So somehow it gets through. Like, he just completely missed it.
Yeah.
And like, I swear it's just the ball. Like, his hand was here and must have just went over. Like, I don't know. There just must have been no hand-eye coordination. I don't know. Yeah. He just completely missed it. I don't know how he didn't get it. And there's literally no one between my teammate and the hoop. Like, it's like probably like a 6-7 foot like floater. Yeah. So he gets it, he floats it up. I'm like, because you know how that can low key, especially if no one's around you. You're like,
tough shot.
That's a tough shot. A lot of pressure. You're like, it like rolls around the rim. I'm like, nah, there's no way. And he actually hit it, and we were like freaking out, like the whole gym, just because there was other courts that were going on. Yeah, and you could just hear this loud like roar. Like it was like after the game, it was like we had no business. Like, and
you all won.
Yeah,
oh my god,
we won. Like, it was like we had no,
crazy.
And like their team.
Sounds like the refs were in on it for real.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
the freshman refs were like, we're gonna rig this one.
Yeah, this was getting rigged. Nah, but that was, I remember that moment. I was like, yeah, we had I don't know how we won that game. It's like one of those games you play that team. Like when we were in Florida and we played one of those, and we were just like, damn, like I don't know.
And then we win.
And then you win. You're like, yeah,
we knew it. we
knew it all along. If you would have saw our faces before, you would have thought the same thing. Like, yeah, we think we're gonna win. But
throughout high school, we always had a team where if you looked at the other side of half court, you thought you were gonna run us by 30. Like, we did not look that intimidating. And then we win some games.
We won some games.
We just didn't have the intimidation factor at all.
No, yeah.
But that's life,
I didn't grow to be 6'8". You didn't grow to be 6'6".
Yet.
We're still waiting on the growth spurt.
I'm still waiting, man. My late grandpa, he grew like 6 inches at the end of college.
Yeah, no, mine
short, bro. And I was like,
yeah. On my dad's side, one of his uncles, he graduated high school. He was 5'8", right? 5'8", 5'9". Yeah. After 2 years went by, so I don't believe. Yeah, he didn't go to college, but 2 years went by. He was 6'7".
Going to the league.
Like, could you imagine being like, bro, there's Jim, there's Jimmy,
6'7",
like,
6'7", bro. I'm dropping everything and I'm going to the league. Like, I'm just shooting over.
Like, I just couldn't imagine being like, there's little Jimmy walking around. Like, could you imagine if like our point guard junior was like 5'7", and then he's like 6'7"?
I'd be like,
oh, hey, how you doing?
What you taking, junior? Okay, you're not junior no more. You senior now. You tall.
Excuse me.
My fault.
That's what I'm. But like, isn't that crazy? Can you imagine that? Yeah, that I can't even like. That'd be like one of your best buddies is 5'8".
So this was episode 10, right? Yeah, this episode 10.
Yep, episode 10.
Double digits already. That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't really got anything else.
That's what I was saying. Like episode 10 a wrap.
Yeah.
We're a 10th of the way to 100. Speaking of 100, we're getting to 100 subs, man.
Yeah.
The road to 100. Come on.
Press subscribe.
Tune
in.
Follow us on Spotify if you're listening.
Absolutely.
For sure.
All socials.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, guys. We got nothing else.
It's been fun.
It's been
a good episode.
Hey, once we get through September, guys, then it's NBA season. It's gonna be better.
NBA season comes, you better be on the bandwagon already, because you can run behind it, but we gonna be cruising.
We gonna be going. Oh yeah,
for sure.
Well, we got nothing else, y'all. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and make sure to tune in next week. All right.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Just Two Random Guys Talking Hoops, your new weekly go-to basketball podcast. Listen to new episodes releasing every Monday, available anywhere you listen to podcasts.